Hi, VencoreWeather.com meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Friday, November 11th. A cool start to the day here in the I-95 corridor. The coldest air of the season so far will arrive tonight. It'll be a quick shot, however. It stays quite cold relative to the normals for this time of the year. Tonight, tomorrow, into tomorrow night. That chill will ease somewhat on Sunday and Monday as high pressure continues to control the weather around here. The front comes through later today on the dry side. The winds will pick up noticeably both this afternoon, and it'll be brisk tonight and tomorrow as well. High temperatures tomorrow afternoon will struggle to reach the 50-degree mark in much of the I-95 corridor region between D.C., Philadelphia, and New York City. Bit milder Sunday afternoon and Monday afternoon with high temperatures both of those days approaching the 60-degree mark. Watch for the super moon on Sunday night and Monday night as well. We talked about that earlier in the week, how this particular super moon will appear brighter and bigger than in many decades. And the weather looks like it'll cooperate to see the super moons both Sunday night and Monday night. Well, let's walk through the next 10 days using last night's ensemble run of the European model. All of these maps upcoming for this video discussion come from tropicaltidbits.com, and we're just not getting a sustained cold shot here in the mid-Atlantic region, at least not for the 10 days. There are some signs that about 10 days from now a trough may start to form in the eastern U.S., and that could stick around for a while. This is the current look at the 500 millibar height anomalies, and we'll just walk through the next 10 days or so to see the transitory nature of some of these cold shots. 24-hour forecast from now. The blues here in the northeastern part of the U.S. by the European Ensemble computer forecast model indicate a sharp trough coming through tonight and tomorrow, and it'll again bring in a winter-like chill to the area, but it quickly moves out. Let's go out 48 hours. This is now tomorrow night. Already that blue area, the lower pressure than normal, lower heights than normal, already lifting out, and upper level ridging pushing into the northern plains and starting to push towards the northeast U.S. Let's keep on moving here. 72-hour forecast from last night's 0Z model run. 96 hours. A little bit of a trough down here in the southeastern part of the country, but even that kind of lifts out after it intensifies a little bit here. This is a 5-day forecast, but it continues to slide to the east, and by the time we get out to next Thursday night, that pushes off. A trough reforms out here in the western U.S. Let's keep pushing ahead here. High pressure ridging back in the northeastern U.S. by later next week, indicating that we will not have sustained cold next week. It'll be cool for a couple of days, then milder again, and then cool again for a day or two, and then milder again. Let's keep pushing out. And here is a 216-hour forecast from last night's 0Z Ensemble European run. This is for next weekend. Finally, 10 days out, 10-day forecast. Trough starting to form here along the East Coast as well as out in the western states with ridging in the middle of the country here. This could be the beginning of more sustained cold. We're talking 10 days from now, Thanksgiving week here in the eastern U.S. I expect this particular trough should stick around, certainly much more likely to than the next couple of troughs, including the one coming through tonight and tomorrow. Again, we will have winter-like chill arriving tonight for the coldest air of the season so far, down to 30 degrees or perhaps even in the upper 20s in many suburban locations, and it'll stay chilly the next few nights, down near the freezing mark or slightly below, but then this chill eases by the early part of next week. Well, let's use the same computer forecast model, last night's 0Z Ensemble run of the European model, and look at temperatures. This is 850 millibar temperature anomalies. This is the lowest part of the atmosphere. It gives an idea of how cold it'll be here at the surface. This is for this evening, for last night. This is the 0-hour forecast from last night. Let's now jump ahead 24 hours. And here we go. Complete shift from last night to tonight. Again, winter-like chill from about D.C. north and east up through New England. A very chilly air mass, but again, a quick hitter. Let's go out 48 hours. Already lifted out of here, and by tomorrow, Saturday night, Sunday, we're already getting a little bit milder and back to normal or even slightly above normal. Let's jump ahead 72 hours. By Sunday night, back to slightly above normal conditions here in the northeastern U.S. and basically warmer than normal across much of the nation. Let's keep pushing ahead. 96-hour forecast, 5-day forecast, 144 hours, 168 hours, 192 hours. Relatively mild weather for much of next week. Let's now jump ahead 216 hours. And this is the time where some colder air starts to show up here. This is next weekend, a week from tomorrow night. In the middle part of the country and the east central part of the country, some colder than normal temperatures showing up. And finally, a 10-day forecast as that trough we just alluded to a minute ago starts to form in the eastern U.S. We get some colder than normal temperatures. This should be more sustained in about 10 days from now. But until we get that more sustained pattern setting up here during Thanksgiving week, all the cold shots that we'll experience will be quick hitters. Again, tonight, tomorrow night, way below normal, winter-like chill, but then that chill eases quickly Sunday and Monday. Well, let's take a quick run-through of the GFS forecast maps for this weekend. Again, all of these maps available on tropicaltidbits.com. This is the forecast from last night's 0Z GFS model run for this evening. Just sprawling high pressure located out here over the northern part of the Midwest. Very strong winds out to its east here, out of the north and northwest in the I-95 corridor. That wind will pick up ahead of the front this afternoon out of the southwest, and then behind the front tonight and tomorrow. Brisk north to northwest winds. Could be some gusts up to 30 miles per hour or so. Certainly will add to the chill. Wind chill values on Saturday could be down in the 20s for part of the day. Certainly winter-like feel to the atmosphere on Saturday. Let's now jump ahead another 12 hours. And here's the forecast map for tomorrow morning. High pressure still in control, centered tomorrow morning out over the Midwest. Still some strong winds here in the I-95 corridor from D.C. to Philadelphia to New York City, especially during the first half of the day. Again, should be plenty of sunshine, but this high pressure continues to edge to the east, and eventually this chill will ease. Let's now jump ahead to tomorrow night. And here we go. By tomorrow night, that high pressure area moves all the way from the northern plains right into the Ohio Valley. Winds will diminish quite noticeably later tomorrow. Tomorrow night, winds will be calm. That could set us up for nice frosty conditions. Temperatures will drop again down to freezing mark or slightly below in suburban locations. Certainly with those light winds and clear skies, could be some frost developing late Saturday night into early Sunday morning. Let's now jump ahead to the Sunday morning forecast map. And by Sunday morning, that high settles into the southeastern part of the country. Winds slacken off quite a bit Saturday night, and Sunday looks to be not as cool, not as breezy as it will be on Saturday. And one final note, the supermoon again will be appear brighter and larger than it has for decades. Sunday night and Monday night, the weather looks like it'll cooperate. So take a look at the supermoon both Sunday night and Monday night. Again, winter-like chill tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night here in the I-95 corridor. That chill eases somewhat Sunday and Monday. That's it for now. For VencoreWeather.com, I'm meteorologist Paul Dorian.